In the future world, all you need to do to travel back in time is lick an old person's head. The professor explained that the time limit was only 24 hours, so they had to act quickly to track down a traitor in their ancestral line. The professor pulled out a counterfeit bill and started asking around about who had made it. A local named Franklin immediately recognized that it was the handiwork of her student, Van Urgen.
Farnsworth, that's him! Arm yourselves!
But when the group rushed to Van Urgen's residence, the room was already empty. They were clearly too late. Franklin guessed that Van Urgen had fled to Boston. Everyone activated their lightning drives to speed up and chased after him. The group hurried to Boston. Upon hearing that they were looking for Van Urgen, a man told them there was a new worker by that name. Leela burst through the door and caught him red-handed. As Van Urgen tried to resist, the man quickly stuffed a cannonball into Bender and fired it off. Van Urgen was subdued.
I guess I am a cannon.
Just then, they received word from the front lines. The British army was about to launch an attack, and someone was needed to send a signal by the river. Meanwhile, the group was planning to destroy the batch of counterfeit money. Fry casually handed the professor a lamp, and the professor asked where he had gotten it. Fry replied offhandedly that there were 2 lamps in the church, so he had just taken one. What he did not know was that the church was exactly the revolutionary signal tower, and 2 lamps meant an attack by water. Fry's action completely altered the course of history. When their time travel ended and they returned to the present, they found themselves wearing British military uniforms. Instead of an independent America, the land had become a British territory. Van Urgen was now a British hero, and the professor, as his descendant, had become a nobleman. Overwhelmed with guilt, Fry wanted to go back and correct history. The professor visited the Museum of Heads and saw the head of his ancestor, Van Urgen. He said the sight of this traitor made him sick to his stomach, and immediately stuck out his tongue and licked the head. The group traveled back to the past again and successfully corrected history. The heads of all the past presidents were restored to their original states. However, some of the details in history might have changed a little.